So, welcome to Sweet April, Earth Anchors. In this video segment, as I re-welcome you to my garden, I want to touch on a couple of the topics that are going to be discussed at the upcoming Earth and EQUUS retreat that is taking place this month, the 26th to the 28th with Schelli Whitehouse here in Raleigh. More information will be at the bottom in the comment section or description section, and also the New Earth Retreat that is taking place in October, the 22nd to the 28th in Ecuador. Again, there will be a link. There are really some key skills that we all need to be able to develop to be more consistent earth anchors. So kind of follow me through my garden while we discuss a few of those that are going to come up in particular at Earth and EQUUS. I live on 2 acres. I've mentioned this in previous videos. And having a background in permaculture and sustainable community and regenerative living, I also have a background in Christology and a pursuit of understanding why crystals, why gemstones, why certain elements of the earth have always been used throughout both philosophy, esoteric philosophy, and systems built around those philosophies, those spiritual practices, as well as religion. And some of the major religions, just as an example, the high priests in the temple in Jerusalem always had on their breastplate several different stones of significance that they had specifically chosen. There was nothing random about it. So when we look at what crystals have done in modern technology and we understand better that they can hold and store information and that they can convey and transmute information, that is just a few things that modern science discusses openly and that you can easily corroborate and research. But some of the other things are the fact that they can be charged with intention to protect and shield spaces and land. And one of the things we're going to practice at the Earth and EQUUS is something called gridding. So, this is kind of a view of my property. I have ponds on either side. I have a stream that runs in between, and I have a garden that you can see that's behind me with grapevines and fruit trees, etc., etc. All of these things are meant to be preservational. All of these things are meant to sink my intention and my footprint into the earth, and the energy that I cultivate in my home being high vibrational energy, high resonance energy, so that everyone that enters my home feels that they have been brought up a notch, if it were. And what does it take to do that? Well, crystals and gridding are part of setting that tone and creating consecrated space that allows you to be able to better determine the quality of the energy that your home and your land holds, as well as the frequency that it is able to help you maintain. So one of the gridding techniques is to put crystals in the north, south, and east facing points of your property. And this is really easily done with a compass, and we're going to walk each of our students through it at Earth and EQUUS, and ideally we'll be discussing that also at the New Earth Retreat in Ecuador. But I want to show you my east facing point, and my east facing point is actually right here. It's at the base of this tree, this gorgeous little mossy knoll right here. Let's see if I can get the best view of it here. And, I kind of see this as the elementals working in harmony with me. This crystal point is anchored in a copper bracing foundation, and it was held in with an epoxy resin. And when we grid, we set intention over the entire cast, if you will, over the entire overlay that is that protective grid from the north, south, east, and west point. There's an intention setting that takes place. That's very exciting. We're going to be doing that in the course, and we're going to be teaching our students how to go home and set those sacred space intentions at home too. What we're going through with the Schumann resonance, what we're going through with the earth changes, what we're going through with the cosmic climate change, the solar system is going through climate change, is going to continue to affect us. And the more lucid we are and the more aware we are, the better. And as society holds on to its old belief systems, as it holds on to its old archetypes of what reality is, resistance is also created for those of us that are awake to pay attention to that, to feel that, so that we may be called to help integrate and release and heal some of the master human archetypes. So we're going to be talking about humanity's master archetypes and some of the lesser known, so that each of us can be that much more aware of what kind of information and energies we are processing, we are holding kind of as proxy sacred space for the many that are in resistance and haven't fully awakened yet. And remember, we signed up for this. We came here to be at this time because the big show, the big event was that important to us. So I look forward to having you all come. If you haven't signed up yet, we have 2 spaces still left. It's going to be an intimate group with a lot of personal attention. Raleigh, Earth and EQUUS, myself, Dr. Tatiana Irvin, and Schelli Whitehouse. And it is the 26th to the 28th. We've got all the information on the website for if you're coming in from out of town, where to stay. We'd love to have you. Happy Earth anchoring.